Hey, what is up, you guys? You're watching Teammate.
It's taking longer and longer to get things set up each time. I actually forgot to set up one more thing. So... just done. Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to the stream. I hope I have everything because I don't know what it is. It's hard for me to essentially try to find where the live stream is actually taking place using the Facebook app, because that's essentially what I have to use. If you hear noises in the background, it is my nephew because we're watching him. But I wanted to finish this today. So for those of you who haven't seen the first bunch of episodes, long story short, I am finding out what Pokemon is the best Pokemon. The best starter Pokemon. To do that, we are basically doing a solo run using... Anyways, so we're basically doing a solo run using all of... Anyways, so the goal is to solo run using each of the starters. We were the Charizard, Venusaur, and Venusaur, and now we're finishing up with Blastoise. I'm going to be giving all my thoughts and whatnot based off of what we've seen and things. It will be done in just a video on YouTube for those who are on Facebook and Twitch. Obviously, if you're following me on Facebook, I will be linking the video. If you're following me on Twitch, I'm pretty sure I have my YouTube linked in there somewhere. If not, it's for either way, it's at JC Kane. Same spelling, no spaces. Search that on YouTube and you'll find me. I had that same little pixelated icon on there. So with that, we are continuing our adventure. As for rules of the solo run, I'm not use items in battle. The goal is to try and... I am not using... sorry. I keep wanting to use the cross pad, for those wondering. The way they have this set up is... you have to pull it back to the top. Anyways, the way they have this game set up is that it's set up... If you're using a controller, like, or whatever, the cross pad, so I guess so that you can play, like, one-handed or whatever, the, both joysticks control the movement. B and A is B and A, X is start, Y is select, but for the cross pad, they use the corresponding buttons to the ones I just mentioned.
Hello, everyone.
Okay, that's what I'm hearing.
Hello, everyone. I'm hearing.
Okay. Why is that so late? Okay. Probably gonna have to redo how I do this. I guess I don't need to see the screen that's looking at the chat for YouTube. Because essentially, yeah, I have the Facebook app pulled up and then the YouTube thing, so I can see the chat on there. Since, like, why don't you put it on the screen? Well, the biggest problem with that is, first off, I didn't want to record like just so that I could like keep myself actually working on it. I decided not to like record my record myself during it and trying to figure out all the layouts. Plus, I can get, like, since again the goal is to make a video out of it, it helps with having like the direct footage of the gameplay full screen, essentially. Okay, I was about to say, is that's a... This is going to be a little bit more interesting if you actually could like get something for each point. Reminds me of like on what was it, Fable 3, that like road to whatever it was. There's like road to the crown or either way. We are pushing boulders. And our first battle of the episode. It is weird, especially if I can manage to finish this in this episode. That means that I think this would be the one that took the least number of episodes. But then again, it probably didn't take the least amount of time because I did technically I did, you know, technically I did, I think, play for longer sessions on this one than I did the other ones. Sorry, idiot surfs. I'll be honest, I'm not even sure what this one is, because I typically always grab Dragon Claw. And it's not that it's specifically because I want Dragon Claw, it's typically because... That's what I thought. Yeah, it's not because I just want Dragon Claw, it's more because I want just to... And I just typically go after the one up above. So whatever it is in the original one, if I play red and blue, that's usually still the one I grab. I am curious, because, as you guys know, I didn't do that last route. The route between lavender and fuchsia. I don't know why my brain keeps not wanting to remember it's lavender. So, I feel like if I don't end up doing that, even more so, if I can actually beat the champion without resorting to X items, that would put Blastoise in such a high lead. Because remember, the whole point of this is to figure out which Pokemon is the better one. And yeah, it is. So yeah, it's definitely interesting. We'll see. Again, we're going to have at least one attempt to... Yeah, we'll have one attempt to try to get past the champion. Yeah. We'll try one... Wow, I'm getting tongue-tied. We will try at least one attempt to get through. Even though I do kind of wonder... No, I won't lie. I do kind of wonder. Had I decided to use X items before doing that push, I kind of wonder if I could have actually gotten past them. So, on a side note, because my nephew's over, he's like really into watching the Pokemon anime, and so right now, because I don't really have anything else, I pulled up the original. Oh, that's very nice. But so I have it's running through basically the Kanto League, and it's so. If you stop to think about the Kanto League, just how bizarre it is compared to like the rest. I guess part of it is because it does feel like at least once you get the Hoenn, which is interesting because I don't know, it might actually start in side note. I don't like the fact that didn't knock out the Machop. No, I misclicked. I was just gonna do rapid spin. Either way, so as I was saying. Anyways, yeah, the original, because don't get me wrong, part of it, like, there are some obvious parts, because, like, anyways, so yeah, there are some obvious things, like, for example, you have a, oh, what was it? Oh, the fact that, from what I understood, the director or whatever of the original anime of the Pokemon, basically his thought and his thing was that apparently it was supposed to take place in a world that was similar to ours. Then suddenly one day Pokemon appeared. I think it's actually supposedly they fell from the sky or something weird like that. But like that doesn't make sense to me because like they made so many references to the fact that these Pokemon are prehistoric and stuff, but it's supposed to be more like a our world type situation. So that's why it's weird that, you know, you have ancient Pokemon. But that also explains why, like, for example, when Pidgeotto is first introduced, you see him eating a worm and like regular worm, and I think another one where Ash is looking out of the fish tank, you actually see like actual fishes instead of like water Pokemon. But I think it goes a little bit beyond that because like it's just interesting if you stop to think about how a lot of that works. It feels weird because it looks like they used the shopkeeper sprite, so I'm basically facing the shopkeeper. So, yeah. Let's see. It is because it is interesting going back to you know, the premise of this video, or at least premise of this little. It's not really a challenge necessarily. I mean, it's a solo run, but it's for a purpose. So, man, it's annoying because of how much I'm trying to remember more about Venusaur. Because, like, I do remember Charizard. Charizard basically had the problem of he was hard, like, he breezed through up the Brock. He needed one level for Brock. He basically breezed through all the way to Cerulean. He had to come back for Cerulean. He just went and took out Surge first. I think I took out Surge. No. I didn't fully take out Surge. I went and grabbed yeah, I got everything up to being able to enter the gym. Then I went back because I had a Charizard by that point, and defeated Misty, and then came back and took out and I was able to get past being Surge and move on. Again, not much real problems. You might have the occasional rock type. It might have the occasional rock type. Let me finish this battle. I'm gonna be right, actually. But yeah, so like I said, you have the occasional rock type Pokemon, but they didn't happen that often, and eventually got to the point where, I mean, granted, I will note, obviously the level advantage was big, but because there's a Charizard, like any ground type moves you didn't have to deal with. I keep forgetting if he has high defense or high special defense. Oh, he's the potion. Crazy. See how much bite does. Oh, okay, yeah, he's got high defense, okay. Yeah, so outside of that, like, even if he wasn't over-leveled, you know, he's going to be pretty standard. Like I said, there was a couple of water-type Pokemon, but even then, they were fine, you know? So I do need, like, if I want to at some later point, maybe like a part 2 to the video I'm going to be doing, and I'll be still doing kind of a solo run, but it'll be slightly different. Well, I thought of 2 options. Number 1 is I would decide on a team to use, and then just use Charizard or whatnot as I go through it. But I'll try to, like, keep the same whatevers. So, like, so the 3 that aren't your fire, water, grass Pokemon, I'll pick the same ones. And then after that, I'll pick, like, specific ones for the other ones. I won't deny, if I did something like that, I kind of would want to. I kind of would prefer to. I'd want to be able to speed up so I can get through it quicker. Either way, like I said, because like the other option would be, instead of doing a full team, get 5 experience shares, attach it to the other Pokemon, and then that'd be that would approximately average out, maybe. See, again, just to see how well he works. Oh, I forgot to note at the beginning, I'm not using TMs that you can't buy at the sell and department store. Mostly because, again, like, for starters, I for sure am not going to be using any one-time use ones, because not everyone uses those. One, playing through, you might want to save it for the Pokemon, you might want to save it for, like, battle facilities, etc., etc. There'll be a bunch of reasons why you may or may not want to, like, keep your, yeah, there might be a bunch of reasons why you might want to keep your, do I have to re-put this on? I think so. But yeah, you might want to, like, you'd save it for a battle thing, whatever it is. Yeah. So that's essentially it. Now, obviously, you see I had Brick Break on Blastoise. You can buy Brick Break at the department store. No, what about the Sell It on Game Corner? I'm avoiding it because, again, those are really expensive. And yeah, you could grind for it, but in my opinion, essentially the way I see it is that if you like, it would lower the score if you had to if you had to use one of those. Same thing with the other ones. So can I technically use it? Yeah. I could technically use a one from the Celadon, the Venusaur, or whatever, but I don't want to have to, you know? And that's basically the point. Are you kidding me? Whatever. So, like I said, whenever there are minions, I prefer to use the cross pad, so it's a thing I have to try to not deal with. See, I don't think I have any Wanganies, because I think I used them in my last... Yeah. Plenty of full heals. Are you... Oh no! If I would have known! I'm just gonna have to hope I can flinch him. This is not good enough. Oh no. If I would have known I was about to face a Chansey, more specifically remembered. I don't have the power points for this. Okay, they might be in range of Surf. Good. Okay. Wow. Yeah, that sucks. Don't I have one escape rope? Nope, I do. Sweet, I have 6. Yeah, goodbye. Evil Alexa. I was considering just pushing through and then healing up top, but yeah. I have a feeling I'm going to be sad that I didn't think about taking notes. I mean, I guess I've technically been commentating on it, but to try to find this precise place that I said X thing, you know? Half hour. Like I said, I am hoping to get through. I don't know, because it's something where, like, if I end up getting through the Elite Four without having to do that extra side path, because I didn't have to say, because again, it is possible that I could have done it if I just used X items. Because I'm trying to remember, because, yeah, I did get that far with... Wait, then... Did I get to blue without using... without doing that? I want to say yes. Alright, since I came back, I'm gonna go get this. Rare candy. Why did I not have to do it last time? Yeah, last time I went through the entire thing without needing to unfreeze it. Maybe it's based off of what I had it on? Okay, pretty much, just pretty much back where I was. Do you think they'll ever do something about, like, there's like a little, like, a guy like the ball catcher guy who keeps moving the ballers back after your puzzle? Who knows? But as an aside, so back to the anime thing. It's so weird because it almost feels like it's the first season. Almost felt like it was loosely based off the games, you know. And I'm not even talking. No. Oh, am I seriously about done? Yeah, I think I have those two, and then the double battle. Dang. So anyways, so yeah, so that's the thing. Missed click. Yeah, so either way, so with the first anime, it feels like it's only loosely based off the thing. It's like they wanted to tell their own complete different story. Now, I'm not even talking about the fact that Red canonically, like, in the one, Red canonically defeats, becomes champion, while Ash doesn't. So Ash is obviously not Red. Which is actually funny, it's actually kind of funny, is there actually could be, if you stop to think about it, there actually could be a Red in the anime. Even though, yes, Red is supposed to be Ash, but just think about it. We never get to see who took the Bulbasaur and who took the Charmander. You know? So since you don't see that, and we do, yeah, because we know that Gary picked Blastoise, or Squirtle, right? So, and usually people more see Red picking Charizard because, you know, his color. So that's why I think it's a little bit interesting if you stop to think about it. There could be a Red, and he could be the one that became champion. Well, actually, hold up. I was about to say that, but you actually do see, I'm pretty sure, right? You actually do see who becomes champion in the Indigo League, right? I think so. Huh. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen that. Because I know he does his thing and he leaves. Either way, like I said, there's just so much weird, and then like little quirky things or whatever. Like, it'd be like, again, further ones, they use the things to try to expand on the characters and stories and things like that. The other one, they straight up change it or make their own version, quirky version. Like, for example, let's get rid of that prompt, meaning poisons. But, for example, the bug catcher. Like, yeah, that's who he was. He was a bug catcher. In the, what was it? Third, fourth? Within the first few, whenever he's in Viridian Forest, the one with the bee drills, and I think it's like Attack of the Samurai, I think it was called. Yeah, instead of him just being a regular bug catcher, they took the bug catcher design and made him a samurai. I'm like, what? Like, what's up with that? Like, I'm not even counting the fact, again, they could negate stuff, like, yeah, I'm not counting the fact that, yeah, technically he should have fought more than one bug catcher if he was supposed to be red, right? So that is completely fine. That they don't. He doesn't. You know, he only fights the one. Not to mention, it's funny. They do make reference to one of the bug catchers in the route after Pewter. I think what would be Route 3, I'd say. He's like, "Didn't I see you in Viridian Forest?" Which is fun. Thank you for missing. Meanie? Like Victory Bell was trying to be nice to me, then you beat me to me by healing her up. Anyways, so either way, you see the thing. So again, that was random, right? Let's see, what else? Again, like the thing, like the first or second episode, those are fine. You know, they added in a character or whatnot for the one. They just despite, even though you could get like, why did he work? I mean, you could give a little bit. Why did he find a Spearow in there? But it's fine. It doesn't like things like that. You know, it adds a little bit to it. I personally would have tried to at least make sure that you can only find the Pokemon where they should be. So in this, like, yeah. Like the fact you found a Pidgeotto in the forest or whatever. But it's like, either way, like I said, it's just, so I think the first couple of them, the Attack of the Samurai, again, random, quirky thing. Where it's like, why? Why was he a samurai? Why couldn't he just have been a typical bug catcher? You know? Let's see. I'm trying to think of some other ones. Like, then you had, like, again, some other ones, like, the whole thing with, like, what was it, Porta Vista, those two episodes, both the banned one and the other one. I mean, which I'm not referring to what it got banned for, but I'm talking about the premise of the episode of the whole it's a beauty contest type thing. You know, that's fine, but why was it in Porta Vista? Oh, then the whole SS and that sinking. Like I said, I mean, it's small things, but at the same time, it's like they took a lot of creative liberties in a lot of this stuff, and some of it made it not even feel like. Some of it didn't even fully feel like the world we know it as today, you know? The world of Pokemon we know today. At least the way the anime has done it. So it is so weird. And then again, the whole Sabrina thing with her young child thing. What was up with that? Yeah, it definitely felt like the first season was just so different than the rest. It's just it's weird. You know what I almost kind of want to do next after this? Just do it just a regular playthrough on stream. Maybe even just like a work on catching Pokemon. In some ways, I just kind of like doing that. I like catching Pokemon. Whoever designed this thing really needs to come out here and fix it. Alright. I am going to be right back. I'm going to check to see, make sure everything's okay here. Grab our stuff. We should gather more of those. Oh wait, no, I have nuggets on this. So. I'm gonna save them. Actually, okay, I'm gonna come back. But I am gonna go ahead and go grab some X items. I'll be back. I've returned. All right, so I do kind of wonder, like when it comes to like the anime, which ones? I think it's in the department store, by the way. As a side note, I think it's in the department store. But yeah, Kyle's. Anyway, that wasn't too bad outside of the Chansey, which was, well, it wasn't terrible. Admittedly, I potentially could have, like, again, had I not forgotten about had I not used up all my brick breaks, it wouldn't have been a problem. Outside of that, I only had to leave once, which is typically good. Where do you get the X items? Okay, here we go. Okay. I don't have anything that needs. Oh no, I do have. Gonna grab. Well, 3 of these. Primarily special, so we'll grab 5. I'll get a second one of these as it's just in case. Alright, cool. It's so weird using the right joystick to move the character. Alright, we are ready. Now, I will note, if we manage to get to the champion, I'm going to save. It's funny, as originally I actually liked Hitmonchan more than Hitmonlee, and now I think I probably like the other one more. Just debating what I wanted to save. Alright. Here we go. That should be interesting. Don't like the fact that that's not an Oko. Because the reason why it sucks the most, the reason why it sucks is because power points. Should be able to just swap to... So that's finished. Rapid spin. I could just, like, just thinking about this, like, anime style, like, don't get me wrong, Surf, I think would still be cool to see, but because thanks to seeing, actually, yeah, if I had to swap out just for, like, anime stuff, I would probably swap out, I'd probably remove Bite, if I'm being honest. I don't know. Mostly because I think that would just look weird. But I think it'd be cool if I could, like, blast them with my, like, my cannons. It's like, if you have cannons, why can't you use them, you know? Okay. What was that? Alright, 2 down, 2 to go. This might be an Elko. It's not. We'll take that. Alright, 3 down, 2 to go. Including the Lapras and the Jinx. The Jinx shouldn't be as difficult because it's weak to dark. So I'll munch it up, and every time. Glad that missed. I hate confusion with a passion. Confusion and lower and accuracy-based stuff is the things I hate the most. Alright, switch to Break. And to Plow. No Okos. But we also take things like a 10, because that's kind of what we are. So, yeah. That's fine, that just keeps him from healing. Alright. Bruno shouldn't be too difficult. Which is ironic because I said that with Charizard and I got stuck at Bruno. But you have to remember, well, first off, this isn't Charizard. This is Blastoise. And unlike with Blastoise, like 2 of his Pokemon, they're just going to go down pretty much immediately. Forgot to heal in between. Hopefully that doesn't come into play. Munchin. Like I said, they don't have too big of specials, do they? I don't like that. We're swapping the Break simply because this is save on Surf. And I don't think there's many other Pokemon we need Break for. Because Lance is gonna... Well, Agatha is gonna be primary. Well, I guess maybe I should be just using others. Really probably should have healed. He's the scary one. Not using Break now. We're just gonna do another Surf. Oh, please don't have. That's okay. That's fine. Keeps him from healing. Boom. And we finish it off with Surf. Okay, Agatha is next. Do not forget to heal. Yes, I felt like giving the right potion. Oh, hey! What do you know? That actually was exactly what I needed. Cool. Agatha. Shouldn't be too bad. We'll surf, like, we'll bite the ghost, surf everything else, essentially. Why did I use surf? Whatever. Guess we'll see how if it actually will knock it out. You're kidding me. Thank you. You did about the same. Well, I can't use too many bites because I do need bite for Venusaur. I mean, I wasn't planning on using Brick Break because, yeah, but definitely not going to be using it now. Okay, we better fix it now. We have to move these. We like flinches. We like flinches. We like citrus berries when it's still in 2-hit KO range. Alright, last. Oh, cool. Yay. Cause... yeah. I forgot to heal. Whatever. don't like how few bites I have. Darn it! I can't have him doing that. Like, I don't have the bites. Because I still need all my bites for Venusaur. Okay. Gyarados is down. We can switch to Brick Break now. So as Dragonite comes out. You're funny if you thought I was keeping that. Poor Dragon, you locked yourself into a move that doesn't do much. And yeah, if you saw me open my menu a while ago, it was because I was considering teaching him strength. Nah, I've already gotten this far. I'm trying to think if I'm gonna need a break for blue. Because it no longer has any normal types. It's funny as at one point I thought Safeguard actually would keep you from being confused. I would say maybe that I think in one generation that actually is what it did. Where's the citrus berry? Which basically ruins his confusion. I'm just about out of bites. Okay, he outraged. That's huge. I'm gonna have to use elixir thing anyways. But that is huge that he used that. Because otherwise he would have, you know, restored his health. Alright. Made the blue. The chomp one. One moment. Alright. I need to pause real quick. Be right back. Yes.
What are you doing?
Streaming. What are you doing?
You're doing what?
Streaming.
Oh, really? You've been training.
No.
Hey, you guys have... Okay. So, if he wants to lay down before I get home, can you take those cushions that I have, like, in the corner that are normally on the back of your couch and, like, wrap a sheet around them and then give them, like, another pillow or a blanket right now? And if he wants... If he does
This is it, the final battle! No one wants to lose after coming this far. Is that just a quote from Pokemon Stadium? Well, that second part, the no one wants to lose, actually might be part of these semi or quarterfinals, but... Alright, so, let's go ahead and save again. I'm just going to see if I have an elixir. Okay, good. I was about to say. Yeah, I'm not going to save it after that, because... just in case I find out I can't get this one. But I should. I have enough rare candies to make up for the difference of what I would have if I would have fought those one trainers on the route. Because I think you got what? 2, maybe 3 levels from doing those other trainers. Alright. Nope. I'm going to try to do it without using the X items first. If I can, that'd be huge. Glad you didn't lower my accuracy. Yeah. First try without the X items. If I can beat it without the X items, that's huge for Blastoise. Because like I said, Venusaur needed them, like just for their matched up Pokemon. Because generally, I don't think I needed it for any other Pokemon except for this, like their rival one. Okay, that's fine. Hopefully we can take a Solar Beam. We're over 10 levels higher. Okay. Oh, can I do this? Nah, he's gonna potion. You know he's gonna potion. Because that just removed my bite. Synthesis. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, evil. So he's just gonna be evil in a different way. Okay, good. That's huge because he'll take a turn to set up the sunlight again. Don't heal. No! I knew he was going to, but you kind of hope. Okay, he built the sunlight. Let's see if we can take one. Oh, he flinched! He flinched! Oh no! Oh no! Where are you going? Yes! I don't know how I'm getting as good with flinch chances. Yes! Blastoise got through! I don't understand how you had that well of chances with flinch. Now, what's kind of interesting if you stop to think about it with Venusaur, I could have potentially put Charizard to sleep. Yeah. Put Charizard to sleep and then use growth. Because I didn't want to. I wanted to use X items, but Gyarados. Forgot he had a Gyarados. Oh, that's fine, but... It's more just how bulky he is, so why it takes so many bites to take out. And I have to hope he doesn't heal them, which he does. So now I don't have enough bites to finish the job. Whatever, we'll switch to Surf. It actually does more, that's funny. Well, hopefully I didn't need... Yeah, hopefully I didn't need bite again. Yeah, I still have more ethers, but... I do wish there was a way to get just ethers in the game, you know? Like to buy them or something like that. Because, like, seriously, if I want to try to beat him again, it's... See, most of the time, my biggest problem with them restoring it is power points. Because it takes so long to wither them down, then they just heal. It's not that I don't think I can't knock him out. Yeah, even because he might change moves. Because I still have to knock out his Arcanine, and... I keep thinking Executor, but no, his grass starter was Venusaur. I mean, his grass Pokemon was Venusaur. Okay. You're healing again? Come on, I don't have enough serves for this. Like, sure, Arcanine's probably going to go down in one surf. Maybe. I'm pretty sure he's out of heals because I think he only has 4. Hit yourself, please. Since you're sticking heal. Sure. Whatever. Hopefully Blastoise only needs... being Arcanine only needs 1 surf. Should heal. Oh no. I knew he had extreme speed. I was positive he had extreme speed. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. And we finished it. We are the chumps. We didn't require the X moves, even though... Couple things. First off, like, I don't know why I just... I don't know. They're items, but... I don't know what is it with X. I mean, okay, I think one of the reasons why I typically don't tend to use X items for starters is because they're like once you switch out, you no longer get the benefit for it, you know. But hey, he got past it without using it, and I didn't have to go get the extra couple levels from that route. So that's huge for Blastoise. Granted, I still have to say, had I just used the X items without doing the extra thing, I might not have used those extra levels. Did it help with a couple of fights? I mean, it did help. The extra levels did help with a couple of fights, but I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. So at the end of the day, okay. So what are my thoughts? Again, the X items was a huge factor. The fact that he kept flinching was huge. But then you had Charizard, with the fact, like, oh, what about Charizard? How come you didn't put him to sleep? If I'm not mistaken, didn't I attempt that? Like, didn't I attempt that, but he kept waking up, and just one hit from him knocked me out? Yeah, I think that is that. Yeah, because, like, seriously, just one hit from Flamethrower, and I lost. So, yeah, because I kept trying, and, like I said, sleep powder him all you want, but then I kept getting flinches. So that's literally the only reason why he was able to get past him. So I don't know, it's like something where it's like, if I tried it again, would I actually get past him? You know? I don't know. So, what's next up for the channel? At least streaming-wise, because, yep, I posted, maybe Knock Knock. How often I ended up posting the Knock Knocks, I don't know. Mostly because I am having fun doing it. It's just... The goal is to try and just do once a week. Just typically it's because a lot of times I'm waiting to get paid so I can get something I want. And I don't technically need anything, but it's something like, do I need it? No. But I do, because the next one's going to feature a house. Like, I kind of want to have like a little house for it. So that's why I kind of want to get the next one, which is going to allow me to make a little house. So, yeah. You can also just follow me on Knock Knock, as soon as that's how I pronounce it. Sound like Knock Knock. Knock Knock. Knock Knock. Since we have time, we're not doing anything else. Yeah. No. Oh. Yeah, that's what I thought. Cool. Anyways, like I said, now when is the video going to be coming out? Good question, because I have to do some stuff, record some stuff, etc. Decide how I want to do the video. But it'll be coming, hopefully. I definitely wanted to finish at least the series. You know. But yeah, like I said, for those following on Facebook and Twitter, at JCK on YouTube, that's where the video will be posted. On Facebook, most likely when I post it, I will be linking to it there. I don't really have a way to link it to it on Twitch that I'm aware of. At least the video. I'm pretty sure I might have linked my YouTube somehow on there. If I didn't, like I said, at JC Kane to follow on YouTube, you'll be able to see the thing. Yeah. Barely won the match. It's funny. I wonder how he decides on what's considered barely won the match or not. Anywho, the one thing I don't like about these is that there's no way to withdraw your Pokemon at home. It eventually got to the point where it was an issue, but okay, cool. I'm thinking of what else I want to do. Now, as for streaming, also no, had I used strength, it might have been different instead of the one. But anyways, as I said, next up, it depends on what I plan on doing. I haven't fully decided on what I'm going to be doing yet. Like I said, part of me kind of just wants to do more of a casual thing where I just play Pokemon Fire Red or one of the two and just work on just catching Pokemon. I know I mentioned I might be doing another challenge, like a no damage challenge. Oh, I guess I could go back and attempt the one challenge again, because I do need to finish that one. Mostly the problem with that one is that, yeah, it's a little intimidating, but once you get back to it, yeah. Anyways, either way, this is fun. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Have a great... Dang, I didn't realize I had the Hall of Fame down there. Should have been to that one thing. 8 hours and 23 minutes and 2 seconds. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Like I said, next stream will most likely be next week, weekend-ish. We'll probably go back to the Shiny Lock Challenge. Until then, bye.